Fernando Alonso was given a 20-second penalty after George Russell crashed out of the Australian Grand Prix. Aston Martin team principal Mike Crack has come out in support of Fernando Alonso after his driver was penalised for an incident with George Russell at the Australian Grand Prix. The Spaniard was holding onto P6 under pressure from the Mercedes man on the last lap when Russell careered into the barriers, and was unable to continue in his damaged W15. Following the race, both Russell and Alonso were summoned to the stewards over the incident. The two-time world champion was subsequently handed a 20-second time penalty after being perceived to have hit the brakes in a potentially dangerous situation. The sanction cost the 42-year-old 2 places, eventually awarded 8th position. And now Crack has released a statement offering the team's full support to his driver. "I wanted to thank you for all the messages of support the team have received since Sunday and the final results of the Australian Grand Prix," he said. "Firstly, in motorsport everyone is relieved that George was okay and walked away after his accident. I want you to know that we fully support Fernando. He is the most experienced driver in Formula One. He has competed in more Grand Prix than anyone else and has more than 20 years of experience. He is a multiple world champion in multiple categories." Crack also insisted the team did not agree with the penalty imposed. To receive a 20-second time penalty when there was no contact with the following car has been a bitter pill to swallow, but we have to accept the decision, he continued. "We made our best case, but without new evidence we are unable to request a right of review. Fernando is a phenomenal racer and he was using every tool in his toolbox to finish ahead of George, just like we saw in Brazil last year with Sergio Perez. This is the art of motorsport at the highest level. He would never put anyone in harm's way. Thank you to everyone who has got in touch. We move forward together. We can't wait to race in front of our fans in Suzuka in a few days' time." Post-race, Russell himself had strongly implied Alonso's maneuver was dangerous, saying, "I was half a second behind Fernando 100 meters before the corner and, suddenly, he came towards me extremely quickly and I was right on his gearbox. I don't know if he had a problem or not.